Hey guys, it's Anne Marie. Happy Monday. So, the third deck. I'm not going to go through this whole spiel again because every video I go through the spiel and something happens to the video. I've been having a hard time pulling from this deck. So, we're just going to move on because I don't fight anything like that. If something's not working out, I just walk away and keep it moving, keep it pushing. So, apologies. We'll see if they want to talk at another time, but fourth time's a charm. So we're going to do a different deck. So if you pick deck number 3, I'm sorry. I mean, you know, I don't force things. I know a lot of people do. When it comes to readings, if it's not working, it's not. I'm not going to do it. Ancestors, can we get a divine message? Is there a message? Or are we supposed to pull from a different deck? It's not. Well, you're lucky because you got 3. Let's see what we got here. Healer, loving connection. Pulled her before. And I know I'll mispronounce this name. Something Shell, because I don't read Chinese. 43, healing, magic, restoration. And Matt, justice, balance, and fairness. Number 19. It's time, you know, I'm going to tie into the cards that did come out for this one. A lot of this deck that I did was talking about you keep reminiscing or mulling over situations or people or whatever from the past. Maybe up late at night, or when you go to take your little coffee break at work, you start thinking about it. But I'm sensing someone at night that you just like go over certain scenarios over and over in your head. And what happens is that not only do you, like, they go, you know, run rampant in your mind at night, the emotions come with it. And the more you keep going in that little cycle of should have done this, could have done that. And it doesn't have to be for one specific situation. It could be that part of your personality, you just like go over a lot of things over and over again, like from the past. Regardless if it's singular or there's multiple things in general. What happens is that you keep, that spirit is saying that there's emotions that attach themselves each time you like go through it. You're adding more and more. So the original situation or thing that you're supposed to learn or heal from is like this big now. You've made it 10 times worse by replaying it over and over in your head, because each time you add a little bit, you try to add pieces of, for it to make sense to you is what I'm sensing. You're adding pieces of a story. You know, you're adding pieces like, well, they probably felt this, or, you know, this situation. And so now it becomes this big, huge story. And not stories in a negative way, but it's your mind that's fucking with you, you know. And it's the only way I know how to say it. You are missing a lot of connections that you could possibly have because of this. Because of that overthinking and replaying things over and over in your head, you're keeping yourself stuck. So I'm drinking my shake, so sorry. So what's going to happen is, even if you slow it down or kind of redirect yourself when you start overthinking of something else, regardless if you start doing that or not, you're going to start jobs or meet people or be in relationships or be in the energies of this similar situations from the past. And you won't realize it until you're in it. You won't see it ahead of time. And that's because you haven't healed from whatever those things are that are going over and over in your head, the shoulds, the coulds. And a lot of the healing part of it is not the situation, it's you taking accountability and taking responsibility for the part you've played in it. And also recognizing that you may have had a lot of part in making it, I'm going to say bigger than what it is, because I'm not trying to dismiss anybody's experiences. But when we rehash things over and over again, we add little things. Just like with trauma stories. It's never to say they're not true. But studies have shown there's tons of scientific evidence that talks about memories and how we replay things and how we sometimes unconsciously add, pieces of a story to make it fit or to make it make sense to us, because some things that people do or just don't make fucking sense, and you just think, how can someone A, B, and C? So what our brain does is we fill in those pieces sometimes. It's time for you to heal from this, whatever, even if it's like not a specific person or a specific job or situation, your family. Really look at the energy of it. Maybe the situation didn't work out because you didn't hear from the last situation that happened. And so it's going to keep replaying itself over and over in your life. It's time for you to restore your heart space. And Spirit wants you to understand that when you heal and balance yourself, any injustices will be justified again. Like, you will be given your justice. If you're always reminiscing about how this person did you wrong, Sam from the shop down the street, and 10 years ago shortchanged me, you keep, I mean, it doesn't have to be that simple, but I'm just saying, like, you'll get justice. The reason why, if and this could be something more serious about, maybe sexual assault or abuse as a child or as a young adult. There may not, this is what Spirit is saying, there may not have been justice yet in certain situations, because when it does come, you need to be in a place of compassion and forgiveness and have healed from it, because your response will be different. Spirit may be holding on to that justice until you're balanced and you heal from this. Maybe you haven't healed from this because it is, maybe you had like a really connected like relationship in the past, and it really, really hurt you deep, and it's affected your whole life. And so the bigger healing part of it is healing your connection with yourself. Yeah, because it's like, how old are you now? We have choices on it. Do we want to see life through the lens of pain and anguish? And this person did this to me. This person did that to me. And I'm not saying it's either or, because there's a lot of fine lines in between things. But when you're working towards the healing, trying to kind of figure out why the situation happened, it's like you're going over in your mind, and you're adding these emotions and feelings to it, to the situation, and not to the core root of why you allowed it in the first place. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, it's just a lot of accountability. And it's not about blaming. It's not about, it's just like, yeah, I, this and this and that happened in my childhood. I was raised by I'm not dogging anybody, okay? So don't take it that way. I was raised by a single mother, and I saw her do A, B, and C a lot, so it left a bad taste in my mouth. So trusting women or whatever, take it out, it resonates. It could be any situation. And so you already came into the world as an adult with a skewed version of maybe relationships or connections with people, whether friends or intimately. And so that's where the root of it is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not Janet that you dated in high school that fucked your whole life up. It's before that. This is very specific for somebody. It's before that. That's what Spirit is saying. It's before that. It's before the big heartbreak that you often talk about, or the big monumental thing that you feel as though broke your spirit. You're seen as it breaking your spirit, and how you were harmed. You're not seeing that by healing through this, healing that rooted wound. I'm sensing it's a motherhood wound, a mother wound. So there may be some mother wounds to heal from. By healing from that, you will have more authentic connections. So we'll just leave it there. I hope everybody has an amazing week. I'll see you soon. May you love and be loved. May you find joy and peace in your world. Thank you.